Whew. All right, it is chilly, and I just went out and drilled a few holes to test the depth of the ice, and it's about 9.5 inches, almost 10 inches, right in the cove off of my cabin here. Of course, as you go out farther, it'd be less and less. I drilled a few holes last week, and is about 9 inches, so it's got half an inch, unless that just happened to be a bit thicker where I drilled. But we are expecting it to freeze up a little bit more. Originally, the forecast when we were looking about coming here was saying that it was going to be about like a week of warmer weather and rain, and it turns out that's going to be a week but of a deep freeze. It's gotten a lot colder since the days when we first got here, and it's going to get even colder tonight and tomorrow, and continuing on for a little bit. It's about -6 right now, so it's not too bad out there. But last night it was about -11. This is Celsius, and tonight it's going to be even colder. So I have a few worries about sleeping in here that I'm going to have to look at. I think I can still do it. I'll talk to you guys a little bit more about that when I get in there. But we have a beautiful snowfall right now. It's kind of your typical winter wonderland snowfall. Just big snowflakes slowly, passing through the scenery, and it's absolutely beautiful outside. And since it's a little bit warmer than it's going to be, I think I'm going to take a walk around the island to kind of look at everything, just make sure nothing's happened since we were gone. And then also my parents set up a few maple syrup buckets, so I'm going to make sure all of those are covered as I walk around as well. So yeah, I'm going to go for a quick walk, check the island, and then we'll come back here and I'll talk to you guys a little bit more. Well, I'm a little bit out of practice on these things. When I was here in the summer and fall, it seemed like I couldn't miss. Part of it is, obviously I haven't been here in a long time. Haven't been doing this in a while. Also, the wood is frozen, so it's a lot harder to stick in. It kind of just bounces off. But I'm surprised this thing's still standing. Looks like I didn't build it too bad after all. Well guys, just went for a little walk. Yeah, to reacquainted with all of the island, and then of course to check on all the other cabins and the trails to make sure no trees had fallen or anything else had happened. And this is truly a winter wonderland. Beautiful powder snow that's been dropping the past couple days. we're probably gonna get a lot more. It's about -5 right now, and it's supposed to be a lot colder later. So speaking of cold, I'm pretty cold. I'm almost to our family cabin, which is on the same island, of course. And I'm gonna stop off there, heat up, and then get some hot chocolate as well, which I'm really looking forward to. So I'll see you guys there. All right, so this is the propane heater I've been using to heat up the entire cabin. If this stove had a chimney, which obviously I mentioned a few times, I'm gonna do as soon as possible, as soon as I can get into town and back with ease. I'm gonna do that and fix this up. Then I wouldn't have to worry about heat at all. This, like in this tiny little insulated room with a stove of this size, it would heat up really fast. And your problem would probably being too hot, not being cold. So right now I have to rely on this Mr. Heater Buddy rig with a propane tank. And you know, it does a fair job at keeping this whole room warm, except for the fact that the chimney obviously is just a gaping hole right now, so there's some cold air coming through there, not much. And then also one of the windows is cracked from when a bird hit it, so I haven't been able to replace that yet either. So there's a few areas where cold air is just coming through. So this little propane heater is struggling a little bit. I'm sure it'll be fine. The only issue is I don't have much propane left, and we're not going to be able to get to town for another day at least. So tonight, I don't know how it will work. I'm still going to go for it. I'm going to try and stay in here. I think I'll be fine. I should have enough propane, and I'm not too worried about using it a little bit more or running the propane tank out even, because Dan said that he's going to be up this Wednesday. It's Tuesday right now, so tomorrow most likely he'll be up, and he'd be willing to drive us out, so then we could go to town and then drive us back, or at least my parents will go into town. I'll probably stay here And while they're there, I'm going to ask them to pick up a few more propane tanks, and I should be fine. We're having cold weather, like I mentioned, but it's probably not going to be too long until the ice is melted enough where we can get a boat in, at least not, another month. So I think if I had one of these full or two of these, I should be fine, because I don't use it during the day. It's warm enough in here, and I'm not spending much time inside, so it doesn't really matter either way. I'm only using it a little bit right before bed, and then it's a bit cold in the morning, but it's nothing I'm not used to camping. So yeah, that's kind of the situation right now. It's not that big of a deal. The only thing is, since it's only been around like -7, -10 at night, and then now it's going to be 15, maybe even 20. We'll see how it works. I'll keep you guys posted. I think we'll just go for it. And I mean, worst case, if it just gets too cold, or if I run out of propane or something, I can take a little walk over to the family cabin, which would be, cozy in itself. So I'm not too worried about it. I just thought I would let you guys know what kind of heating system I'm running right now. And also, this will give you guys and me something to look forward to when we get this baby up and running again. Another much simpler method that I'm using to stay warm tonight is multiple blankets. I think I've got 4 on here right now, and depending on how cold it gets, I'll add more. So I think I should be fine. Either way, I'm looking forward to a good night in here, but there's still a few hours left of the day to go enjoy. So let's go do that. Well, I was just preparing for bed, and then got a little sidetracked. Quickly grabbed my camera and just started walking around, filming just little things, whatever caught my eye, because it's kind of hard to explain. There's just there's this certain time of night. There's like a certain snowfall like this one that just kind of obscures just enough where it gives everything like a really neat depth effect. And there's something that, like, I'm a little bit of a night owl, but there's something about this time of night that just, I always feel like exploring or walking or even just sitting there and looking at it. Before I knew it, like I said, I had my camera and I was just walking all around the island filming little shots. It's like one of my favorite things to look at is just that kind of dark, stormy, scenery, and then just this bright light of just cozy cabin, just this safe little spot that you can walk to and get warm. Like I said, I filmed tons of it. I'm going to show you guys some of it, and hopefully you can kind of understand what I'm trying to say. But I'll play some of that, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Well, I'm just going to keep walking, not that way. I don't even know how deep the ice I'm standing on right now is, so I'm going to walk back and then just enjoy every second of this before heading to bed. The temperature's dropping, so it's probably going to have to be sooner than later. Man, I just absolutely love it out here. Well, guys, had a beautiful walk around the island. It is getting cold now. It's definitely going to be a cold night. I'm not sure what the temperature is exactly, but man, I'm going to sleep so well tonight. I really enjoyed myself, and it is just such a beautiful time of the year. I'm really excited to witness the breaking up of the ice and watching it flow out. And I think the reason why I love off-grid homes and stuff so much like this is just the feeling I get every time I start walking up to a place, especially when it's a place I love like this one. And you just come through the, dark cold, and you can see that orange light off in the distance. It's really something else. So I'm gonna start preparing for tonight, extra blankets, and get that propane heater on. And yeah, I'll see you guys inside. Ooh, that's nice. How are you? Yeah. Staying warm? One heater I forgot to mention that I'll also have in here is Lando. He's gonna sleep up on my bed with me, and that always provides some heat, right, Lando? And he was my saving grace on a camping trip that I did last time I was up here. Me and him went out without a sleeping bag, a tent, or basically anything, just a little bit of food and the canoe, and it ended up being a crazy hailstorm. It was very, very cold. I was really far away, too far to canoe back, especially in that much rain and hail. So I flipped over the canoe and slept underneath it, and basically just hugged Lando all night. And I'm probably gonna have to do the same thing tonight, but it's always nice having this little pup with me, and especially on a night as cold as this one. Hey, buddy, want to watch a movie? Ooh, big stretch. Huh? You want to watch a movie? I know. You're so excited. Even though it's bedtime, you still have so much energy. Didn't chase enough squirrels? Huh? It's not wrestling time, Lando. No. Alright guys, it's starting to warm up in here. You can still see my breath, which is kind of funny because it's actually a lot warmer than it probably appears. It's very comfortable actually, but it's only going to get warmer. I'll probably turn that off just right before bed. This whole room's insulated and winterized, so it usually keeps its heat pretty well. It's kind of chilly in the mornings, but it's nothing to be worried about, so I think it's going to be totally fine. It's about -9 right now. It's supposed to get down, like I said, to about 14 or so. So we'll see, later in the night. If it gets too cold, I'll just wake up. But, and turn on the propane. But I'm going to throw a movie on. I'm a little bit tired, so I probably won't get through all of it. But it's always just nice to have a movie playing in the background. So I think I have a few different options. I've been watching a lot of old black and white war movies recently, and then of course my favorites, which are the Basil Rathbone Sherlock Holmes series. But tonight I think I'm going to go with a classic, and that's The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. It's an awesome Western, one of my favorites. My uncle Mark showed me when I was down in Texas when I was younger, and I've loved it ever since, so I think that's what I'm going to watch tonight.
This steaks look done just right for us. You cowhands ain't no hurry to eat, are you? Show's over for now. Try it, Liberty. Just try it. But looky at the new waitress.
Good morning, guys. Had a great sleep last night. A little bit cold near the end. I turned off the propane right before I went to bed, just as it got like halfway through the movie. And it was fine for a couple hours. I woke up at around 2 to 3 a.m. and it was pretty cold, so I let the heater run for another 20 minutes or so and then shut it off. And it was fine until I got up this morning. It was a little bit cold getting up, but that's totally fine. The propane lasted. I don't think there's too much in it. I think it could probably last another 2 or 3 nights, which should probably keep me going until we can head into town on the fan boat. So yeah, it was a success. This room actually heated up nicely with just a little propane heater. The main problem, like I mentioned, with the chimney and the window being broken is it just doesn't last very long. Once it does get hot, after a few hours it gets pretty cold again. But other than that, it was a success. So I woke up this morning and walked outside. Could hear the ice cracking like crazy. It was really, really loud, and almost constantly you can hear it shuddering through the lake. So who knows, maybe next time I talk to you guys there might be a little bit more open water. I'll keep you guys updated on the ice melt, and as always, a special thank you to those of you who have subscribed to my Patreon channel. Your support really means a lot, and it seems like there's more and more of you every day, and it just really means a lot to me, so thank you very much for your support. And then also just to everyone who subscribed and leaves comments with all your ideas, and just it really makes it worthwhile doing all this, and I have a lot of fun doing it, so I'm glad you guys seem to be enjoying it, especially here at the island. You guys seem to be liking them so far, and I can't wait to keep making them. So, as always, I will see you guys next week.